So, hi, I am Bryn Catherine from Bryn Catherine's Beauty, and I am here to talk about how I get my hair to be curly, last for days, and yeah, I think that's it. I said that like there were going to be 3 things. So I'm actually going to use this one, which is not on right now. It's not hot. But the prep for your hair to last starts before you curl. So I'm actually going to put this off to the side for just a second. So first things first, to keep it healthy, you need to be using a heat shield. Okay. I actually do my entire hair first. So I'm going to spray, not my eye, I'm going to spray the heat shield, and I wish you could smell it, all throughout my hair. I'll go a little up here too. And then I'm actually going to pull around all of it and spray my ends one more time, because that's what I really want to stay healthy. And then from here, you need to let it dry. I like to brush it through just to make sure it's on everything. And then it's completely all throughout. The other thing is you don't want to curl your hair with snarls in it. And I'm using a 25 millimeter today because I'm actually going to sleep on these to get a little bit more of a lived-in look. So I want them to be curlier now so that when I wake up they just look really like natural. So I actually set mine to 410. I just set it, and it'll be hot here in just a moment. And then something else I really like for making sure that everything is curled and everything's nicey nice is I curl in sections. So I'm going to pull down this first section, and then the rest gets clipped up. I just have like a really cheap, I think it's from Target, clip that I have in my bathroom all the time. But so then this kind of gives me really clean sections, really clean partings. And then the other thing about parting your hair is I put dry shampoo in as I curl throughout this like divide that I just created. So dry shampoo gets this like rep for being necessary only when your hair's already greasy. No, start off with dry shampoo. Put your dry shampoo in your first day of styling and then every subsequent day after that so that it doesn't even get oily. So then what I'm going to do, I curl away from my face. So I'm going to take this back section right here and my already warmed wand, and I actually wrap my hand behind my head. This is kind of hard to do on a phone. And I wrap around the barrel of the wand, and I'm actually going to go all the way to the end to get like a really full curl. Don't burn your hand. Make sure that you're holding far enough away so you don't burn your fingers, and then just kind of hold until it's heated through. There are ways you can check, like you can actually touch it. I try not to do that because I don't want to burn my finger. But also if you take smaller sections, you don't have to hold it as long. And then here's the key. You ready? Drop the curl in your hand and hold it. Yes, it adds minutes to how long this takes you, but I can curl. I've been curling for months now, and I curl pretty much once a week, and then it'll last me the week. So because I only do this once a week, I make sure I do it right, and I've actually like gotten it down to 30 minutes. Like I can curl my whole head in 30 minutes. And what this does is it starts cooling in your hand so that when you let it down, it's like really curly. And you want it to be really curly from the start. Like you don't want it to be falling out the moment you take it down. Because my hair's not cool yet. Like that strand is not already cooled. But I started cooling it in my hand so that it keeps that pattern. You're trying to trick your hair into thinking it's curly. And if it cools in that pattern, it'll actually stay in that pattern. Like if you've ever like gone to bed with your hair wet and then you wake up and it's like doing ridiculous things that it never does, that's because it dried in that pattern. So you want to trick it into thinking that it's already curly. So again, I'm holding, and you can see like my hair's crazy long, and look at how like high up that curl is. It's not going to be there forever. Like it is going to fall. They're just naturally going to fall a little bit. But if you trick it into thinking it's that short, then you don't have to worry about it. This honestly is like the one trick that has made the biggest difference in how my hair lasts. Make sure you're not overlapping. Make sure you're not twisting. I actually just ran out of barrel, so I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. Make sure you're not holding it when you do that. You don't wanna burn your hands. Now, the rest of this is just kind of boring, so I'm gonna like speed you on through it, and then I'll show you some stuff at the end, so sit tight. So I'm just gonna spray all this. Not my eye, jeez. Jeez Louise, Bryn. Spraying my eye. Okay, and now this side's pretty cool, so I can start like jostling this side around a little bit. If you're somebody whose hair does not hold curl well, don't run your fingers through it. You can already see these bottom pieces are starting to fall a bit, and that's okay, that's what I want. Like, I don't want it to look like this tomorrow, but if you run your fingers through it, they're just gonna get big and fuzzy, and they're gonna fall. And I'm actually gonna sleep on this tonight, so I actually am not gonna touch most of it at all, because this is gonna relax a ton when I sleep on it. If you're somebody who likes the lived-in curl look, it's just so much hair. If you like the lived-in curl look, super easy way is to do this. You curl your hair, you go to bed, and then they just look normal. Or you can do this and then take your brush through it and soften them out. I'm somebody whose hair doesn't stay curled very easily, so like if I put a brush through it, these would all fall apart like right now. Like this will turn into my normal everyday curled look. Now, so I know it looks crazy curly right now, and if you have hair that holds curl well, your hair is gonna look like this for a long time. So I would recommend the 32 instead of the 25. But I personally like a lot of curl. I might do this a little more tamed. Like this is all up here is not quite what I'd want it to look like, but I would do this for like a date night. And then I might like pull it all to one side and get like the really curly thing going on. But biggest tips are heat shield before you start, dry shampoo as you go. Yes, hairspray as you go. I don't recommend this hairspray, so I'm not even gonna show it to you. And then holding the curl. When you let the curl out, hold it for a second and make sure you're doing it in sections. Just get like a really small, cheap clip, and there you go. You'll have some curls. If you try any of these techniques, feel free to like tag me in your photos or like send them to me or whatever. I would love to see if you guys are using these and if they're helping you. Until next time.